I wanted to show you my newest grungy junk journal. It started out as a bundle. There were papers and photographs and rusty bits and rusty fabric, all bundled up here and tied with twine and wire. And then I boiled it in, Earl Grey black tea. And then I disassembled it and pulled out all the parts. Included in there was a couple of red book cover fabrics. After I boiled the book covers, I pulled the fabric off and included them in this bundle to get some of the red and pink hues. Anyway, this is that junk journal. Part of this fabric on the outside, the bundle, has been incorporated into the cover here. I added, it used to be a paper clip, but I glued it on here to hold the tie down. The tie was part of the string keeping the bundle together in the pot. More of the this is some of that fabric book cloth that I boiled off the book cover. There's a little pocket here. You can stick something in. This is some of the Tim Holtz, I forget what he calls it, but it's basically tissue paper to decoupage with. This is a photo from an old passport. It just didn't seem right to, I don't know, leave his face exposed, so I covered his eyes. Gives the book a more tragic feel, I think. This is one of the photo frames that was included in the bundle. And the photo, when I boiled it, the photo came loose from the frame. This is part of the passport. This is part of the fabric bundle. Actually, it's part paper because I had sewn paper and fabric together to wrap the bundle. Oh goodness. Let's see. This is an old letter I used part of. Just made a little, oh goodness. Old phones. Some of the rusty paper. That's where I had set one of the rusty pieces when I built the bundle. Used a paper hinge to connect that piece. Just some of the cardboard that was in the bundle, some of the fabric. This fabric was actually dyed at a separate date. And this is one of the photos that was included in the bundle, and a rusty piece was sitting on this photo. And there's a little pocket behind her with a little bit of stenciling. Just a little bit of collage. Oh, I don't think I've been in frame. Little pocket here. This is some fabric I had dyed. Let's see, I did the rust dyeing at a different date and then included it in this bundle, and it picked up the gray plus some of the pink from the red book covers that were in there. This is just paper clipped on there. This is the end paper from the book that I used. I'm sorry, I'm going through this pretty quickly. This is an old envelope. I stitched the signature inside and then glued the envelope back together. I inserted some of the rusty paper. I did a little bit of stamping. More fabric, picking up the pink from the red of the book covers. This is what happened to one of the photos that I had boiled in the bundle. Sorry my voice isn't very clear tonight. I just wanted to get this filmed. rusty piece on it, so she came out a little bit darker than that other one. This is another one of the photos. A little bit of cheesecloth, some stamping and stenciling. This is an actual piece of the book cloth that I had boiled. Picked up a lot of the, what was it, Earl Grey black tea. And I just stuck in bits of other paper. More of that same book cloth. The other end of that picture frame. Some coffee dyed paper. This is the back of the passport. Let's see. I think this was the front of the passport. Then I got a second one, a second passport. And it was a gray color, but I chose to paint it a red color to kind of go with the theme. More stenciling on the front. A couple of fabric pieces. Oh, I think I glued her in there. Just another one of the photos that boiled. She actually came apart in the pot. This is a little tuck spot here. More of the passport pages. She's kind of a tuck spot there. Book page. Just a little bit of grungy, rusty stenciling. More photos. This picked up a lot of color from the book cloth. This is a piece that was stitched to cover the bundle. Just snipped out pieces and used it here and there. This is some of the rust-dyed fabric. I had dyed it at a different time and wasn't pleased with the pattern, so then I added it to this bundle and it took on the gray. Kind of added more to the piece of fabric. It's a belly band with a piece of the corrugated cardboard. Little rusty safety pin. Oops, and now I'm out of frame. There we go. Just a little place for a note. This is an old envelope that I sewed in. If I can get this rusty paper clip off. There we go. It folds out. This photo pulls out. And then this is open to journal on. This is a piece of the tea bag from the tea that I used to dye. An old receipt. Just a little tuck spot. Another envelope. At least a piece of it. Yes, I did some stitching with some of the string that had bound the bundle. Just some more rusty paper. Just an old note. Dear Mama, I do not mind Miss Connolly. I chew gum in school. Don Eva. Little girl telling on herself. There's another pocket back here. A couple of pieces of fabric added. More stenciling. Oh goodness, we've had a fatality. Guess I'll have to be mending a page. Must have been too much boiling it in that pot, I guess. This is a piece of the, photo frame that the picture was on. boiled apart, and it came apart in layers. It was really interesting. This is more of the fabric I had sewn together and paper to wrap the bundle in. More rusty paper clips. Keep sneaking out of view. Just a little piece of paper. Somebody's scribbling on it. The other end of the passport cover. Another pocket with some note paper in it. And the back of the journal. That's it for this little rusty JJ. Thank you for watching.